Namaste. Welcome to the Yoga Darshanam. Let us start pranayama practice with a pranayama mantra. Join your palms in front of your lower chest. Namaste mudra. Take a deep breath in and out a couple of times. Inhale deeply, chant Om beautifully. Pranashedam Voshe Sarvam Trideve Yat Pratishtitam Mateva Putran Rakshasva Shrishcha Prajnamscha Videhina Iti Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. In today's session, we are going to learn Kapalabhati Pranayama. Kapalabhati, a Sanskrit word. Kapalabhati has two words. Kapala means skull, Bhati means shining or to illuminate. You may wonder, to shine or illuminate means what? It is not externally, it is more internally. A clear, calm mind, a sharp intellect, active and creative brain will make someone to shine in this world. Hence the name Kapalabhati. Kapalabhati is recognized as a Kriya in Hatha Yoga Pradipika. It is also called Pranayama since it is giving many Pranayama benefits. Kapalabhati has several benefits. It is one of the best Pranayama to reduce your abdomen fat, and it treats most of the digestive ailments since it is massaging your abdomen organs. And one of the best pranayama to practice in the morning since it is removing your lethargic feeling and refreshes your mood. And it also can treat depression successfully. And this is one of the best pranayama to clear your mucus, to drain out mucus from the airways from your lungs, in your lungs, and it cleanses your sinus. And one of the very important point is this pranayama very important if you are living in an urban area or industrial area, or if you are into the metropolitan lifestyle and where air pollution is very common. There this pranayama is very important to keep your lungs in a healthy condition. Come, let us see how to practice Kapalabhati Pranayama. At first, choose your comfortable yoga posture. Comfortable yoga posture can be Padmasana, Vajrasana, Virasana, Siddhasana or Sukhasana, just a crossed leg. You can also sit in a chair comfortably without dropping your chest, keeping your head, neck, back upright in position. Or if you are not able to sit, on the floor, if you are suffering from any arthritis. And make sure there is no tension, no force in your body and no pressure. Sit comfortably and take deep breath in and out a couple of times. Then adapt Nasika Mudra in your right hand, folding your index finger and middle finger like this, and left hand in Chin Mudra. And now close your right nostril like this. When you close your right nostril, make sure you are using only tip of the thumb and your nose is not tilting. And close it where curve is there. Here you have to press and close it. Now start Kapalabhati around 30 strokes in your left nostril. Once you finished around 30 strokes, switch to other side. Adapt Nasika Mudra in the left hand and right hand Chin Mudra. Close your left nostril and Do same process from your right nostril. Remember, when you do 30 strokes on the left, you must do 30 strokes on the right. Once you complete left and right both, then try to practice both the nostrils in this manner. This makes one round. Do this around 3 to 5 rounds continuously. If you are able to do 120 strokes in a minute, that means 2 strokes in every second. That means you have very good lungs and your lungs capacity is very nice and very good in position. And while doing this pranayama, we make a lot of mistakes. The mistakes are we crunch our abdomen too much, like so. This is wrong, remember. And we have to flap your abdominal muscles very gently. That you have to keep in your mind. Second mistake is while doing Kapalabhati, we move our body like this. So there is no body movements. That is very, very important to notice. And third is when you exhale forcefully, your abdominal muscles should flap in. It should not go out. So like this. So this is wrong. It should go in like this. So these 3 points you have to keep in your mind while doing this practice, and you should not make these mistakes. Remember, if you want to practice Kapalabhati or any pranayama, you should practice only in the empty stomach. If you have taken any meals, wait 4 hours, and after the Kapalabhati or after the any pranayama practice, rest for a while in Shavasana and give at least 20 minutes gap to take shower and to eat food and even to drink water. Kapalabhati has several limitations. If you are suffering from vertigo and epilepsy, then don't attempt this pranayama. And in the pregnancy cases, after 3 months, this pranayama not supposed to practice. In any cases, in any conditions like severe respiratory problems, heart surgery, abdomen surgery, you're not supposed to practice this pranayama. Or you may practice this pranayama with certain modification or in a gentle manner. For that, you need a qualified teacher. If you want, you can seek any certified yoga teachers from Yoga Darshanam, or you can also, if you have any questions, you can also comment in this comment box. I can help you. Keep practicing. See you in another video. Namaste. Thank you.